welcome back to my YouTube channel, Tips from Tiffany. So, what I'm going to be doing today is actually something quite different than my other videos. I'm going to be talking about my recent hospital visit. Okay, so as you all know, it's COVID right now. You know, being in the hospital, if you don't have COVID, is actually the worst thing that could ever happen. Only because not only is it hectic, packed, chaotic, there's a lot of people, but you could possibly catch COVID too if you're there. Okay, so pretty much how I even got admitted to the hospital was ridiculous. I found out I'm allergic to shellfish, seafood, all of that, all of the above. Out of nowhere. I always eat seafood. I've eaten sushi before, went on sushi dates, did all that. Now I'm allergic to fish, apparently, which sucks, but so what had happened was, just to give you like a background story, was I ate lobster, you know, just at a restaurant. I was fine. A week later, I had eaten crab at home, and then that's where I had gotten my allergy reaction, which was really bad. I got hives all over. Well, at first I felt something tingly in my throat. My mouth was the initial reaction. I didn't know what it was. It was my first time ever experiencing something like that. It was really scary. I didn't even know how to go about it, but so soon after the tingly feeling in my mouth, that's when I started to get hives all over my body, you know, my neck, my chest, my stomach, and then, you know, I experienced a constant, like, it was just, you know, happened right away. It was diarrhea, and then that's when I was like, okay, I need to go to the hospital. So I went there, and the worst thing too is that you can't even have visitors. You have to admit yourself in. So you not only do you got to be there alone, but you're just pretty much on your own. And I felt like it was just stupid, because not only did the secretary at the front desk, before you entered into the hospital, she didn't even check me for COVID. She didn't screen me for COVID. She didn't even check my temperature with the temperature gun. She didn't even verbally ask me all those questions that they're supposed to. But pretty much what it was just, you know, they admit you into the hospital, and then what I got was, I got like 3 shots, 3 needles, sorry. It was a IV, pretty sure it was, I can't remember now, because this actually happened a couple months ago in September, and now it's December, which I know I'm very late on this, making this video, but I really wanted to put this out and see, you know, if anybody else had experienced this too, you know, with allergies. It's very severe, it's very traumatic, it's crazy. It's not something to joke around about, not something to play around about, because it's dead ass serious. But just to let y'all know that, you know, whoever had to have gone through this, you're not alone. I went through this myself too. It's actually really scary. And yeah, so when I was in the hospital, I was there by myself. You know, I was there for a couple hours. The first shot they gave me was actually steroids. Now I remember, it was steroids on my arm, in my arm, and I felt really dizzy, which I guess that's normal, but I felt so dizzy. Felt like literally I got like drugs in me or something. I don't know. Immediately, as soon as they, you know, gave me the needle on my arm, I started to feel better. All the hives went away, no more itchiness. It calmed down. It was fine from there. But just overall, like, that experience was, I don't even wish that upon anybody. And one thing I forgot to mention too was that the nurse who was supposed to screen me for COVID, she actually, there was a line going to the hospital, and she had screened the patient that was in the line behind me, waiting to get admitted as well. She verbally screened him. So with that is just, you know, the nurses or doctor will ask you questions if you have left the country, if you were exposed to COVID, if you were near any, if you know, were in contact with anybody who had COVID, if you have a fever, if you feel chills, if you have a cold, things like that. You answer yes or no accordingly. But other than that, I just feel like hospitals is just, it ain't for me. I really hate hospitals. I will never want to come back there ever again. I'm good. Like, from now on, I've been really careful with what I eat. I check the ingredients now, and I make sure to stay far, far away from seafood, shellfish, fish, all that category, red fish, white fish, all that. You know, you never want to go through that. It's just not a good experience at all. Oh yeah, so, you know, after the hospital visit, you know, when they finally discharged me, I had to get an EpiPen from a pharmacy, and then I had to wait 2 weeks just to book an appointment for an allergist to really confirm what you're allergic to. And then, so 2 weeks prior to my hospital visit, I got a phone call, and then, you know, I booked an appointment with the allergist, and that's when, you know, finally I got to come in to a specialist who, you know, which they call it allergist, to see what you're allergic to, so they could test you in your arm, put needles in. I'm gonna put a clip right now to show y'all, you know, that visit with the allergist where I took my allergy test.
Mama waiting for her test. Like a good baby.
Really? You tripping.
So far in our vlog, there's lobster and crab that she looks very allergic to.
What about oyster?
Oyster? Me?
That's so weird. You know I don't even ever eat oyster.
I know.
Okay, so welcome back. So, you know, after that allergy test, you know, as you can see in the video that I put in the clip, it was all in my arm. You know, it was written like oyster, fish, tuna, what else? Lobster, crab, all of that. And unfortunately, I found out, you know, it was confirmed by the allergist, can't eat any of that ever again in my entire life. Which was, it was just very unfortunate for me because, you know, I love sushi, I love all that, fish, but hey, anyway, it's better to be safe than sorry, you know. And for whoever has allergies out there too, now I feel y'all, now I know what y'all have to go through. It's pretty shitty. It's a terrible experience. But hopefully in the comment section we all could speak to each other about how we feel about hospitals. You know, my experience may be different from anybody else's, but personally this is what I went through, and hopefully it could help someone out there. My story could, you know, make an impact on someone's life. That's what I'm here for, you know. This is my YouTube channel, Tips from Tiffany. Thank y'all for watching, and stay safe.